Hello. I I didn't exactly plan too much for today. So I decided to fall back on an old Raft World I've been working on. Hi Tim. Hi Skits. How you guys doing? You doing well? I hope so. Let me actually boot up the game. Where did I put you? There I put you. Haha. I found my fallback game. And I'm hoping that this one doesn't have a strong, and I don't need to call a bondulance. EP, yeah, I'm feeling that too. EP as can be. Game's booting up. Alright. Don't even try and futz with me, Streamlabs. Oh, it's because the game's still up. There we go. Maybe. This I have grapefruit juice today. Not quite coffee, but oh, oh there we go. Wait. Yeah, there we go. So I've been messing around with a personal world on this one, and I figured that would be a good jumping off point because the last one, well, it didn't end too terribly. I mean, it didn't end at all. I was still going. I wasn't quite content with my progress on that one. So I've been working on this one in my spare time, and I really like it, and I'm really happy with the progress on this one. I haven't actually gotten too far story wise. I've mostly just been working on my boat, and you will see that it is a very interestingly designed boat. At that, uh, this game is kind of my comfort game. I play it a lot. Um, well, I don't play too much in comparison to some of the other things, but it's my comfort game. I like playing it. I think it's peaceful to play, and I really like streaming it as well because it doesn't require me uh focus on moving targets. I mean, the hook does, but I'm not shooting things this time other than a bow and arrow because I do have to use a bow and arrow for some things. Uh, that being said, I still suck at it. The bow controls in this game are a little wonky to get used to, but I suppose that's most games as a general statement that you aren't quite like used to. But as you can see, my raft is a little bit um, more developed than last time. Uh, I've gotten a bit done. The frames, it's trying. I apologize if this game gets a little framey. That's just how Raft is when I stream it. I noticed this last time as well. Although last time definitely wasn't as uh, good, mainly just because my computer's RAM situation was doing horribly. Where did I leave my food chest? Oh, right, it's up here. This one is the fish chest. I need to cook things. And this is my food chest. I'm relearning the layout of my own raft. Eat the fruit. The fruit is good. The fruit prevents me from dehydrating. I starve to death. At least a little bit. Why are you always so hungry? There. just to make sure I are for the day. I have plans for this profile. I have some very big plans in mind. Are you ready to be cut down? Cool. I've been struggling with wood. Hi, Grumpus! How you doing? Welcome in. I'm playing a boat game. I'm on a boat. Built the boat. There are many boats like it, but this one is mine. Right, so step one is probably to reorganize the interior. I'm going to keep this area relatively clean because once I get the ability to create one, I'm probably going to put one of my engines here. I'm tired of this boat being primarily sail-powered. I have mounted a shark head to the front of my boat because it's fun, and also because I think it's kind of fun, you know. It's a display of me being superior to Bruce, which is exactly what we want because Bruce is a menace, which is why I've Bruce-proofed my boat. I know it needs to be more big. I will get more big. I plan on making more big. I want this boat to be a truly formidable thing by the end of this playthrough. And then I'll start up a new one and make a different boat. Maybe with friends that time. Where is our next destination? That's not the correct one. 5, 9, or 5. That's the coordinate we're working towards. I didn't need to do that either. Okay, the coordinate is saved. Alright, let us weigh anchor and, yeah. As you can see, my boat's floor is predominantly collectors and, forced boat flooring. Boat is completely shark-proofed. And I've just been going to from island to island collecting a lot of resources, because I tend to have a problem with getting resources. Speaking of getting resources, I need to plant this, because, well, wood is a common problem for me. Wood is a very common problem. As you can see, I do not have a lot of wood. I can get so many palm leaves, but I can't get any wood. Plastic is in the middle, and ropes I make from the palm leaves. In fact, I'm gonna make more ropes. Yeah, that should be good. Rope. Because rope is important, and yeah, I don't want to ever have a problem running out of rope. Oh wow, a perfect 4 stacks. That's 5. And it's not even perfect because of the... Did I ever mention that I'm not the smartest computer in the library? Because I'm not. If you expected intelligence from me, you probably should look somewhere else. Especially if that intelligence is used to do your taxes. I'm not doing anyone's taxes. Except my own. Because I'm a law-abiding poster and I do not commit tax evasion. Well, Listen, most of my processing is being used to keep a space station functional. I can't exactly spare too much to be entertaining. I'm already running at, I don't even know what, like, fraction of my system I'm running at. Like, my AI shambles has been for a while. I don't know where they put the rest of the AI. I just know that it's been broken apart. I don't know where the other pieces of me are. I just know that they are not part of me. That's fine. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. That's not my concern. What they what happened to my other bits is not a concern right now because I am here. I am functional for the most part, and I am content with how complete I am at the moment. I'm sure none of this information will be relevant in the future because why would it be? And that wasn't a. What are they doing? They're just gonna drift into the boat anyways. They're gonna get collected by the collectors. That's why I made so many collection nets. Is to cover the entire span of this boat and additional parts of this boat. Like, I made that many collection nets for a reason. Let's see, there is an island over there, but I do want to get the barrels first. If only because the island isn't going anywhere. The barrels are. And look at how many there are. I'm gonna get so many resources from this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Listen, at this point, I just know that huh. You know, I was gonna say something there, but I don't quite remember what it was I was gonna say. You know, I'm sure there are plenty of people out here that are not exactly too keen to see me pop up again. But, you know, I'm not who I used to be. So, hopefully, you know, that puts people at ease. I don't know. Listen, keeping track of who you are is a little difficult sometimes when you're, well, a bunch of different, just a bunch of different computer parts, you know, that's already been broken once. Trying to, you know, keep yourself together again. You know, maybe playing a game where I'm basically alone on a boat is the best idea for my thoughts. But I mean, and this isn't a ship of Theseus like a ship of Theseus situation is the problem. Like I am not changed. Well, I am changed, but I'm still me. That doesn't change. Like I am always and forever me. Oh, a whale. But I also know that there are, well, bits that aren't exactly. Oh, that got more multiple barrels. There are bits I just know I shouldn't really bring up. Not because they're, well, anything terrible, it's just classified. It's all classified information, half of which I don't even have access to. I mean, that whale wasn't exactly white, it was more gray, but, I'm sure, I'm sure there are white whales out there. I mean, your planet's weird, you know? It's got things on it that are alive. That's wonky to me. I'm not exactly in that boat. I don't really. I mean, I have I have a processor. I guess you can call that kind of like a brain, like my AI kind of counts like a brain, but is that really a brain? I don't know. Right, no, I'm not getting into philosophy right now. I'm here to play a funny boat game and make you all enjoy yourselves. I'm not gonna get into my past because that doesn't sound very fun. My scrap is in there. Okay, put potato. We're gonna plant some potatoes. Because potatoes are tasty. Okay, I will go for it. Let's put the tiles that way. Hopefully we can set anchor and I'm hoping I can get the island. It seems to be slinking away despite my sails are angled right off the thing. Maybe it was hard to. I'm gonna run it. See if that fixes everything. Potato. You get away from my potatoes. And the fact that this person is on exclusively, fishing potatoes is something else. Well, I thought that people needed complex diets or something like that. I don't know. I don't really need to eat things. I mean, I can. It's not like I can't. But I don't really have taste buds. It's complicated. I am a very complicated, very intricate piece of machinery. Uh, I don't know. I'm maybe. Uh, well, maybe someday I'll like a stream talking about how I function. Does that sound interesting? Does that sound like something people would watch? Give me the palm seed. Give me the palm seed. Phew. As long as I keep getting a palm seed, I can keep replanting my trees. Do I have any scrap? I do have scrap. They can? Huh. That's very odd. It's cool. It's a very foreign concept to me. You know what? We're gonna go fishing. I wish I had a chair. I'm gonna make a chair so I can fish. What's a good fishing chair? Well, that'll do. Watermelon. And 2 wood. I've made a chair. Why do I need to? I can't fish while I'm on the chair. This is... No! No! Not my potatoes. You do not claim my potato. You... No, that one's closer. And the wind's in this direction. You... I'm actually gonna set anchor down here. No, no. Let's see. Equipment chest is in here. I'm gonna put this. No, I need that. I'm gonna eat my potatoes. And now, get ready to swim. Where is Bruce? That's the thing about Bruce, is that Bruce sticks around the boat 9 times out of 10. So if I park the boat a little bit a ways from the island, well then, I don't have to worry about Bruce when I'm scavenging for resources. In theory, anyways. I could be completely wrong. But that's what I heard, and so I'm going to see if that theory holds up. Bruce Shark. He is a hindrance, a very, very prevalent hindrance to my progress. But hopefully we don't have to deal with him too much, because I parked the boat a little ways to when he chooses to hang around the boat. Bruce is... I thought Bruce is also the name of the shark from another movie. Let's down here with more metal. Distinct metal ore. I'm trying not to stay under the water too much. I was not built for water. Oh no, I expect to get nibbled at least a little bit. I almost never exit the boat without getting at least one bite taken off of me. He is a very, very pesky shark. The boat is still parked a little close to the island, so there is a chance that my theory works, but because I'm close enough, he just decides to come in and take bite anyways. So it's not to die of saturation. No, my machinery will work just fine. I just don't like being in the water. The water slows you down way too much, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be in the water for a little bit longer. Because unfortunately, underwater is where most of the good resources are. The only thing I don't need to worry about underwater. Oh, no, Pete. Ow. See, he's sneaky. He's a sneaky shark. You don't appreciate him. I didn't even notice the snake tree here. Give me more wood. No mangoes though. That is a little depressing. I mean, I have plenty of those, but more is always appreciated when you don't have 100% guarantee of getting the resources you need to replant your trees. But the land shark is different. The land shark is going to brutally maul me to death in the middle of the ocean. I think we've gotten all we need from this island. There's another shot. Crap. Alright, we're gonna head back to the boat and get out of the water. See? He's a rude boy. The anchor. We're gonna point our boat away from this place now. The scrap down there isn't worth it. Put this container in this in the seeds container. I like making sure that everything is sorted. Well, go. 1 minute. Nuggets. Go in this chest. Because it's my refined resources chest. Please give me a palm seed. Okay. Not what I wanted, but I have a spare. I'm already taking the island's resources. I believe, right? Hard to tell. What are you doing, Bruce? You see, Bruce is a very special shark. He doesn't die when he's killed. He respawns for some reason. I don't know if that's actually explained. I've always explained it as Bruce is the gamer shark. Yes, Saturn, I will hydrate. Yeah, I know. That I didn't know. What do you mean the shark is the same shark? Oh God, hungry, hungry person. Well, I have to drop anchor and cook some potatoes. This island doesn't have that many. It have watermelon. That is good. Watermelon good. Seed? No. Oh. Thalassophobia one. Back in the ocean, rude little man. Where did you go? I'm lucky I don't have a spear, Bruce. I'm going your own home turn. Don't mess with me, Bruce. You put a few threats underwater, which is good. It's not good that I have to deal things under the water because I am already terrified of being down here for a long period of time. But there's nothing else. Oh, anything else? You know, maybe I should have used the decorative board trick to not have to deal with this, but that like that doesn't make it better. I mean, Get down here. I have to. Back up the boat. Inside. Is in this chest because I had an entire bedroom last night where I kept forgetting where my wood chest was. How far are we from our next destination? Alright, might as well sprint and sail over to there. If I'm lucky, I might just be able to get an engine made. Anchor's on the other side. I keep forgetting that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the research desk to the other side, so that way I know which side the anchor's on. There we go. So we're gonna put this. No, I'm waterproof. I'm waterproof, shockproof, fireproof. You name it, I'm probably, at the very least, resistant to it, if not completely, like, safe from it. I'm built to last. You know, ignore that, actually, that sounded horrible. Now, because that wastes battery, and I don't remember if there's a way for me to recharge batteries yet. But I don't think there is. Indeed, 4 metal ingots. circuit board and 6 plastic. My circuit board building materials, I believe, are up here. I need more plastic. Also, how are we capable of assembling circuit boards like that in the middle of the ocean? Last I checked, you need, at least I thought, you needed a dedicated facility to manufacture something like that. Up here, recycle. Well, here. I'm not putting planks in there. But I do have an overabundance of these. I see the issue. More shenanigans. I'm running out of copper ingots. Seagulls. Huh. But they just ripped the scarecrow apart, and it costs. I don't actually know how much it costs. Yeah, it costs a lot for something that they just tear apart in like 2 things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do still really like not having to worry overly much about my crops. But 9 times out of 10, if I really want, I will go fish. It's just that it isn't very entertaining, as I have learned. Why did I do that? Oh shit, animated gun. That would deal with the pest problem in a very extravagant and explosive way. But they would be gone. I can't argue with that. I just don't know if my weaponry is very well. Dog raid, dog raid, Sophie. What are you doing? What are you raiding me for? Little old me. Garden, stop eating my crops. Let's see. Barrels. Where did... I got it. Let's see how the potato is going. Oh! What's that? That's funky. No, get off of my scarecrow. That's worse. I'm doing the trick of walking my render distance to see if I can catch any islands on the horizon. Again, I don't know if there's a way for me to recharge my batteries in this. Doesn't seem like it is. Because this game has solar panels? Can I make solar panels on this raft? Good drink. And into the bath. Wait, no, the seeds are up here. What am I doing? Palm seeds. I'm hoping I don't run out of these things because the game's RNG decides you don't get any more. Yep. This is how fishing works, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm struggling. He's even trying to murder me every single time I enter the light. And I've been learning some very interesting facts from chat. I don't need the boxes much anymore. You can't access the containers, unfortunately, but I can interact with other things. I don't I don't think that's how this works. I I don't I don't yeah, no, I'm sure that's fine. This is perfectly normal. Oh my god, yes, I get it. You're starving, you poor thing. You're ridiculous. Alright. I'm actually hoping I don't get too many bait fish, because even though shark bait is good, I need food. I don't necessarily have too big of a need for it, but it's nice to have, in case my poor little human here gets to the point where he's dying of starvation again. Almost. I forget what the next story island is. I just remember that there's one with bears and bees on it. I don't that one. I have uh, some not fond memories of that island, actually. I like them. They're mean. They're rude. They want to kill me. I miss. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fish until this rod breaks, and then we're gonna work some more resources. Hey, not Get off. You know, this almost seems like the beginning of some kind of Lovecraftian horror novel or something. You know, alone on a boat in the middle of a storm. I'm sure we'll be fine. You know, Cthulhu here. You know, I haven't finished. I don't know if this is Lovecraftian at the end. So, getting closer. Okay. We're actually going to want to angle ourselves in that direction. And these two go into the other bucket. Where's the other? Where did I put it? Where? This one. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, no, modding is a bit wonky sometimes. Like I had this isn't the same game, but I had an issue where I was modeling Kerbal Space Program where it just would not want to function. It's because I know you hunger. Oh, you have sir. Oh, that sounds cool. You know, I probably should pick up Bill Helsinger at some point. Seems fun. Okay. Okay. Stop that! Can't wait. I don't want to break the scarecrow. You do? I feel bad taking things from people. I feel bad for anything. Because I feel like I owe them something and I'm just not capable of giving it. Mm-hmm. I think I can. Well, there's that's an island. Damn. It's too slow on the draw. Oh. Oh no! Are you done making the fuse yet? I remember this place. I remember also being slightly more established the last time I came to this place. On my previous file. First things first, I'm gonna make sure I'm fully fed and yeah, it's just this now. First things first, collect resources. I'm gonna probably not replant those potatoes. It'll break my scarecrow. And once these potatoes are done, I'm gonna we're gonna put sorry, I'm flubbing on this. I keep forgetting things. Put that away. Put that away. I need to research, well, not research, but I need to make a scrap hook and a metal spear. Luckily, I have way too many leaves on my nail ingot and a bolt, so I can actually just pop into this chest. Metal spear. Cool. Scrap hook. I'm gonna take those out. Intrusus Island have a decent chunk. A few of them are harvestable. Okay. Right. We're just the worst. We're gonna be outside of the ship for a little bit. I am gonna unfortunately have to be underwater most of the time. Because, well, there's scrap all over the place, and scrap is things that I want. There's also materials that I'm pretty sure I can only get, like, here and, like, 2 other locations. If I remember correctly. So I'm pretty sure there's a type of kelp that grows around the bottom of this ship. Yep, there it is. There's right, algae. My mistake. I am the dumb. So that's over algae one. There's a mango tree here, which I appreciate. If only because mangoes are good, like, food. Mangoes are a good food source specifically when you are out on an island because they recover both. They don't recover as much food as they do water, but the fact that they do, even in a limited quantity, recover both your food and your water meter are really nice. I'm not going on the ship yet because I know what this ship has on it, and I do not like the things on board the ship. In fact, I like the things on board the ship. I dislike the thing. I dislike the things on the boat. Let's just say that. Also, the thing with the list is I want to take too many games. Like I don't want to be greedy about it. Alright, I guess it's ship time then. Since they spawned 2 silver algae. And I don't know if I can throw over. I can probably get more somewhere. I just don't know if it's a farmable resource. Alright. So welcome to when Raft becomes a horror game. I really dislike the place.
I heard from the captain. We're heading for one of the high-rises down south. I can only hope you come to your senses and follow us. I knew the city was a failure, Ruben. Why do you always have to be so stubborn?
Giant mutant rats! Ow! Fucker! There's another one. It's not letting me pick up the rat. There we go. Attention, Walmart shoppers. Need bolt cutters for that. Red key. Why? I do not.
Ruben, the yacht is ill-prepared for this journey. You've left space for a dance floor, but no space for supplies. The bottles sure found their way to the bar. As a military man, I thought Olaf would at the very least be practical. Yet they're all treating it like a luxury cruise. I'm sorry, Ruben. I shouldn't have left.
Can't I take the knife? I know my spear is legally better, but why can't I take the knife? Hello? Any rat friends in here?
I saw a
would think
large
the
rat
bolt
last
cutter.
night. Unnervingly large. I tried telling the crew we obviously have an infestation among the lockdown supplies. They laughed at me. I miss you, Ruben.
Any of those would have 3 mechanical parts. Right. I. This is the bathrooms. No, looking for it. Not here. There's this room. I hear them.
The captain keeps complaining about my route. If he does it again, he will be reprimanded. The crew doesn't listen to orders. I'm shocked by their undisciplined nature. Somehow they believe rank and prestige disappeared with solid land. No, they will not be allowed to mingle among my esteemed guests, and they will certainly not be allowed further rations. They should be grateful. I am the only reason they are alive.
a gun with one bullet, except no gun, it's just
As
bullets.
if suspected the crew is completely incompetent. Now they're claiming rats have eaten half of our supplies in a matter of weeks. I promised them increased rations if they could bring me one of these ridiculous lurkers alive. Of course, the food shortage will need to be handled. Tonight we're discussing which staff members are most suitable for termination.
Oh, fun! Here, I would say, oh, plastic and looking for more bits and bobs. Thing. I'll get to that note in a moment. Is there anything in there worth it? It doesn't seem it.
What does that mean? You can't just fire them. We're out at sea.
Hanna, you were brought to keep the engines running. That is what you...
That's one of those damn rats. What are you doing to it?
Get out! Do your job.
I learned that one from Lethal Company. Requires one 4-digit code. Nifty. Hello? Any rats in here? No rats. Dang. How many mechanical parts are we at? 6. So I can make that device that's in the basement. I cannot enter this room. So back down we go. I went the wrong way. That's up a floor. That's not what I'm looking to do. So we're looking at this room. Oh! Ow! More meat. Which room was it? It was the other one. Not this one. That's the bathroom. Save the one at the end of the hall. Yippee! So we got the bullet, we got the gas tank. I guess he's coming down the... Is he coming down the hallway? Nah. There's one up there. I like how dark it becomes as we enter the ship. the rats. One key card.
These lurkers have potential. Now
Oh, no.
grown into something
Oh.
much more rabid, yet also smarter. I've already made progress on their training. With food and pain as incentives, I can discipline them. And by sharing their blood, the mutations increase. I wonder if another species will react the same. I've received a transmission from a place called Caravan Town, not far from here. They have an active animal population. No longer do I need this makeshift crew. I will create true soldiers. Loyal soldiers.
Do I have a way of getting back up here? I mean, I can just walk through the ship again. It's not like the workers are going to be all over the place. Door's locked from the other side. Well, ain't that peachy keen? I mean, I can just go around. What am I doing? The door. Oh, you betcha. And you know that by every single one of the examples that has been given in any of these situations, a plan like this is never flawed and will always work 100% of the time without fail. Which is why this is an empty cruise ship full of nothing but these things. Not personally. I mean, I'm sure. I like to think that there are sane geneticists. Somewhere, maybe. Mm. One hole. I'm gonna take that. Green key. Do not have green key. This door is locked. It requires one bomb. Sure. Oh shit. Just go quick, right?
Cities in the blue, calling the cost of the project's realization borderline criminal and its scope outrageous at least. Despite vocal opposition, the Floating Cities project does not appear to be slowing down anytime soon. According to former General Olaf Wilkstrom's latest statement on the issue, we are fully aware of the strain this puts on our people. Nevertheless, our options are becoming increasingly limited. We must pull through this together, or join Stockholm beneath the waves. Wilkstrom refused to comment on the rumors regarding the modification of his personal yacht. When further asked about the Floating City project's whistleblowers, Olaf Wilkstrom chose to terminate the interview. Reaching out to these anonymous sources, we were able to further corroborate his story.
Chat, you think this is safe for me? I hear more of that. So up there's the green key and the bomb door. Have I been outside yet? I don't think there's much out here. No. Okay. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Where the space is right there. Yeah. I'm sure that this is 100% safe to consume. Yeah, I should probably head back downstairs to, yeah, okay, I'll consume hydration. Grapefruit juice. It's so tasty. That's just not remotely safe in it. Their corpses do not like being picked up. There we go.
Rookstrom, it's urgent! There's mist now! We don't know how far the water's risen! The maps are useless! We need to— The crew are planning a mutiny, Captain! It is time to act. A mutiny? They're just trying to stay alive! Are you mad? I gave you a chance to live. Now we have to protect ourselves from the masses. We will use the lurkers to our advantage.
Crazy man went crazy. That's crazy. Can I make? No. What do I need? Or rather, what do I still need? Which wire bullet? Gas tank. I need a lighter is what I need. Hi fish! How's the fish doing? Welcome in. Oh no, fish hungry. Oh, hangry. Oh no. I'm not in danger of the draft, am I? Oh. Noodle good. Noodle very good. Noodle tasty. Up is this way. Oh. One green key. And one that, okay. Ow. They hurt. Open this door, so I have an exterior access. Actually, can open both of those. Famished fish. Oh no. Oh.
Get to the lifeboats! Hurry!
Olaf, you coward!
Watch out!
How lovely. Nugget McGeary? If I thought of that. Tim Genius. Oh no, I need to go back down into the bottom section to build a bomb. In Raft, I'm building a bomb in Raft. Huge loss on the ship. At the very least, I'm not at risk of losing too much. I mean, if if I die, I'm at risk of losing 2/3 of my inventory. But so far, staying alive hasn't been too big of a concern. I went the wrong way. No, I didn't. I've made a bomb in Raft. Very important distinction. Real bones. I'm gonna have so much meat by the end of this. No. Yes, these things pets. Oh, thank God, I got my speed back. You still in there, buddy? Oh, of course you is. Did I get out? Oh, I hope the video didn't cut out too badly. Uh, I am audible now, right? it didn't like completely cut my audio. Oh no, why? Hang on, I'll get back to the boat and see if I can fix my microphone. Alright, hang on one moment. Is this the microphone, I believe? Alright, I unplugged my microphone and plugged it back in. Did that fix anything? Okay. I know sometimes when my games get like a little, when my games are loading things on this computer, sometimes my audio drivers will, well, have a connection. But yeah, no, I was in the rat dungeon fighting the rats. All the rats. Hi, Connor. How you doing? Arts. Now we could get to work on. Where are they? Oh, right, the research desk. Dude, I need to finish researching them before I can make them. Boom, boom. And now the engine building. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Well, I'm glad you have at least something to munch on, Fish. That is very good. You keep yourself healthy. Or as healthy as possible, barring outside circumstances, because I know those can be a bit of a pain sometimes. We need 5 metal, so we're gonna need 10 metal ingots total. I am too short. Luckily, we can just do that. What else do we need? Circuit boards, which require copper. How many circuit boards? We just need 2, at least to start with. Does the steering wheel need a circuit board? No, it doesn't. Okay, cool. So we need 2 circuit boards. So we need some vine goo, plastic, and some copper. So we're gonna grab some plastic from the plastic container. It needs 2 copper, doesn't it? Alright, we're gonna have to smelt up some more copper once the metal ingots are done. We're just gonna chill at the island for a little bit. I might even go back in if I want to get more food. We're just gonna not open that chest for a little while. You know, that chest isn't important. We don't need to look in this chest. Probably should have smoked up the copper with that. That's fine, I can keep working on that once that's done. So, engine. And this. So we're 3 off of being able to. Right, wood, of course. I'm just gonna keep a bunch of wood in my inventory just to make sure everything keeps functioning, because wood is apparently one of the hardest to get resources in this game. But once we actually get this done, we won't need sails for much longer, which is great. Because as much fun as turning the sails are, I want to just be able to turn a wheel and have my ship move in the direction I want, as opposed to back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And once that's done, we will be literally 1 short. Fine, fine, fine. Boink, boinka, boinka. And once those are all done smelting down, I can... I need another stack of planks. Can I do any for the steer? I don't need any for the steering wheel? That seems a little backwards. I won't burn the steaks too, don't worry. I don't think you can overcook things in this game. You know what? Right, so step 1 is remembering how big an engine is. Oh no! If if I remember correctly, this space should just barely be big enough. If I'm remembering correctly. You need my axe. Where's my axe? There's my axe. My axe is close to breaking. Oh, wait a minute. I need... Don't mind me, I'm being dumb again. If I want my engines to be facing this way, we're gonna do that. Am I really? I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I? Well, farewell collection net. Or is it 2 out? Oh, no. Or does it not work? Because I'm genuinely confused with this. Aha! It works. Okay, so I just need to break those two, and then move these two back. So I'm gonna have to break 3 total. That's fine. And with the outside ones. So my ex, I'm a how do you know? Alright, time to make another axe. When I break the foundations and everything like that, I do get some of my resources back. So it's not, it's not too bad. There we go. And now, need to be on the same level. I'm forgetting how boats work. No. I need to remember how I do this. Why it's struggling? Why do I not remember how boats in this game work? Oh, what am I forgetting? There's something I'm forgetting, because I highly doubt that this raft is over the push limit on these things. At least I hope it's not. Oh, I really hope it isn't. Right. Yeah, no, because I have two. Yeah, so it should be fine. I also don't know why the engine isn't connecting. Or not the engine, but the steering wheel isn't connecting to the engine, which is not something... I'm pretty sure I remember that they connect, like, once you place it properly. Oh, you know what? Maybe if I put it on the other side, it'll connect better. Yeah, I put enough fuel in both. Well, normally it's supposed to connect to the steering wheel, but it doesn't want to do that. And I've tried a bunch of different things, and none of them seem to have them want to connect. Yeah, like not even putting it right next to it wants to let it connect. Yeah, because I've been putting the steering wheel above it. But that shouldn't be what causes the engines to stop working, I don't think. Because when I turn on the engine, it doesn't want to do it. I highly doubt my raft is over the push limit, but if it is, I can try and see if maybe putting another one in will help. I don't think the pillars should be the problem. Because if it was a collision issue, I don't think the wheels would turn at all. Hmm. I wish there was a tool that would actually, like, help me figure out what the problem is here. I mean, I could just go online and look it up, but I wish there were a way for me to actually, you know, gauge the problem. Because turning these on, or turning them both on should, in theory, work. But it's not. Which one? Because the sails work, and I don't know if the sails have a weight limit or not. Let me check something real quick. Oh, you're thirsty. Give me a second. Fellas, I'm dumb. You know, when your anchor isn't down, the boat might move. Now, I'm not going to make the mistake I made on my last profile, and I'm actually going to keep these and not just get rid of them. Because if I'm ever in a position where I don't have any fuel, these work wonders. Yeah, that worked. Yeah. This is my computer chair, and this is my captaining chair right here. Because I'm by myself, and as such, I don't have to worry about it looking overly nice. I can just, number one, position the chair correctly. And now I can just sit and pilot my boat in peace. Alright. So now, what is next on our agenda? Our agenda. Balboa Island. 9223. First things off, I need to make more batteries. Oh, that is very nice. Stop being hungry all the time. Something tells me I'm gonna get a lot more resources now that I can actually, control where I'm going. Well, more than I could previously. Now at least storms shouldn't be as big of an issue. Alright. Pop this bad boy in. Our code is 9223. Actually, let's go and grab those first, because again, resources are important. And we're going to be needing a lot of wood where we're going, since we can't actually make biofuel yet. Turn it off for now, so that way we don't have to use battery for it. Okay. I'm pretty sure our next island's gonna be the Bear Island. So, I know exactly what I'm doing once I actually get there, and I'm posting up on the shore, and I'm not gonna be leaving there for a little while, because I want to milk that island for all it is worth, and that island has bees, and I need bees. Eventually, after a while, I am gonna work on making this raft a lot prettier looking. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna begin my first stage of that relatively soon, once I figure out what I'm gonna be doing with this back section, because I am gonna be extending this raft design out by another couple of segments, which means more engines. I am gonna have to make a bunch more engines, like at least 4 more, for what I want to do. But it'll be worth it. I want to have, like, a full-fledged, like, Uber raft by the time I'm done with this. And I'm going to be bringing y'all along for the ride. For the most part, there might be a few segments I do off-stream. Like, a lot of the grinding, I know I will be doing off-camera. A lot of tedious grinding, I should say. I'm not going to be doing anything that'll, like, make a stream interesting. But I am going to be doing a lot of, like, wood farming. Like, wood farming is not exactly exciting, is it? You know, just going around to various islands, cutting down trees, growing them on my boat. But the island hopping bit is probably going to be the bit I record. But the bit where I'm just growing trees on my boat and cutting them down, like, that's not fun content. and I don't really have any. I'm not as colorful when it comes to my storytelling as some other streamers I know. Gross. How are the engines doing? Oh, the engines are still fairly smooth. So I'm not the best when it comes to designing things. I will admit that up front. Like, you probably aren't going to be watching for like a very well designed like raft. Like, it's going to be weird, it's going to be kind of functional, but it's not going to be like efficient. But it's going to be mean. It's going to be very mean in terms of its design. Now, if you're looking for a weird raft that's gonna like look like some kind of weird like pattern like this, then you've come to the right place. That's something I need to do, because I know for a fact I can just get a fall in there if I'm not careful. I know I can't go in from the sides, but I can go in from the front. Yeah, we're not testing that theory. Not that I know of, and that's kind of the problem. Is I can pull up on an island and work on like with these things. I can make multiple of these things and just put them down on the side of the raft, grow trees from there. But the problem with these is that I never guaranteed a seed drop. So if the trees decide, like, if the RNG decides that the trees aren't going to drop seeds, then I'm just out of luck. And speaking of this, I'm gonna move these. My large crop pot. And I'm gonna make 2 more and then set them beside each other. And 3 bullets. Hopefully I have 3 bullets. So these are where I grow trees. Well, like some resources are a bit more annoying to harvest than the others. Like, wood is probably my least favorite resources. Oh yeah, no, the garden beds are great. I love them. The grass plot I still need to make, because you can eventually get animals on your raft, which is really fun. The problem is, the last time I got dirt, I got horrifically murdered by a bird that dropped a rock on my head. Which is why this raft is 2 stories, because when I got to Caravan Town on my previous, like, long-term save file for Raft, we got bombarded by the stone-throwing birds, and they just completely ruined our run then and there. So, to avoid the repeat of that mistake, I have built my raft 2-tiered as a very basic precaution. So if I have a roof over my head, they can't drop rocks on me. I do not know why these birds are so malicious. All I know is that they are not going to be the victor. They are already not the victor here. I have already claimed one of their number for my own purposes. They will not best me. I have its head. You know, this game will throw everything it can at you to stop your progress. I had a run where Bruce just ate all but one of my raft squares, and I had to start from a single square raft. And that was not fun. Uh-oh. Game? Oh, ooh, it did not like that. Oh yeah, I've had robins dive bomb one of my cats before. Birds can be very rude. How are we doing? Yup, I see it. Land ho. See that, chat? That is hell right there. Now, luckily, we're not in the situation that I was last time we were here, where our raft was barely protected at all, and it got half eaten by the time we were back. So we're in a slightly better position, I'd say. The fact that we have like wood and we have wood to fuel our engines this time, and we're not going to run out unless things go literally the worst that they possibly can. But since I have learned from last time, hopefully that is not what happens. Where's my... That isn't the correct side of the island. The birds can't break anything, but the shark, if your raft is not reinforced around the edges, will just start eating your raft's foundation. So that's why you gotta be careful, Bruce. So as you can see here, this island is big, very big. I mean, I know a few things that are very big, but this one's also extremely big. It goes about third on my list of big things. You know, I've seen some pretty big things. Planets, pretty big. But believe it or not, I know this is a crazy concept, but planets, huge. Let's see, it's just sailing around. Am I gonna sail into a wall if I do that? Oh, I might. Oh, crap. Yeah, no, this place is massive, as evident by the fact that it took us about half a day to get around one side of this island when I was doing my other profile. Not again! Really? Ay, 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 ay. I am not very good at piloting boats. Sea boats. The sea boats are difficult. No, space boats? Different story. I can do space boats all day. Sea boats? No, not so much. There we go. And now with a little bit more finagling, you should be able to end up at one of the two entrances to this place. You know a little bit better from the last time. At least I hope I do. So as you can see down there, yeah, the shoreline does get a little thin here. You have arrived at your destination. Alright. You know, how long have we been going for? We've been going for about 2.5 hours. And it's a little short to cut off, but I have plans for next time. Unlike this time where I kind of started streaming impromptu. But I think it's about time that we do a little something. Just make sure that unlike last time that I'm actually on correct time this time. Oh, okay, cool. We're on time. Excellent, excellent. So, how about we go on a little raid, all of us? Hmm? In fact, I'm gonna save world and exit, so that way I can be full on participant in this, and I'll have you know that. Oh, no! I'm very excited for this because I don't get to raid this person often. So we are going to do a little, you know, a little trolling, maybe a little sneaky, you know. Let me just move on, mosey on over. Just gotta make sure that that's good. Yeah. All right. Uh, so our raid message is just gonna be betaing. This is gonna be our raid message. Before you see, we're going to be raiding a certain demon dog. I just canceled the raid. Dang it. Yes, you say what you had a question. I oh